What is up, guys? Tearlaments here, and I am back with another video. Doing a little opening on my channel today, live opening packs at my local Yu-Gi-Oh store, and I thought I'd share it with you here. Just bought like half a case, maybe 10 tins. Thought I'd try it out. Looking for that elusive Dark Magician girl in hopes of getting it. Not my best pack opening, although there is Nibiru. Actually, that's one of my better pulls. And Armed Dragon, level 7. You'll be seeing a lot more of him now. It's going to be one of those packs. So in this video, guys, I'll be doing a lot of, booster pack opening to start with. And then I'll show you my entry with my new deck, branded Satellars. It's a pretty consistent deck. I really like it. There's another Armed Dragon. He's going to love me this whole video. A little bit controversial first match. I did end up losing, I'm gonna let you guys decide, but I'll walk you through my first match, which will come up shortly. So not actually my worst tin opening so far, except branded opening, obviously pretty good, but other than that, I pulled a lot of Armed Dragons. I pulled a lot of Dual Towers. Overall, still pleased. Here I thought it was Prosperity. It turned out to be Small World. I hear this card is very short printed, so I'm kind of happy that I ended up pulling it. The pulls themselves don't start out very strong, but eventually they do end up getting better, I promise. So I did speed up this video a little bit, otherwise it would be a really long video. Maybe, I think I counted about, plus the match, it was over an hour, and I don't want to bore you with that. So Dark Dragoon, actually one of my better pulls. And then after that, it kind of got better, because as you can tell, the next card is the one secret that I was missing, and that's the Dark Magician girl. So amazing pull, guys. A very beautiful card. I'm actually gonna send this card along with a couple others that I have saved up for grading. That'll be a different video for later. And I know you guys have been asking me to do a deck profile for my new cards, my new deck, obviously my branded Satellars. It's an amazing deck, guys. It works to perfection. I really like it. However, I want to make sure that I get the list together perfectly and actually make it nice and shiny before I show it off. Here's another Armed Dragon level 7. I think that's my third one. And then last pack, Magic. At least I hoped it would be. I kind of ran out with that Dark Magician girl. Still pretty solid opening. Another Dual Tower. So here we're transitioning to my first duel, guys. A very nice guy. In 100-degree weather, might I mention. So it's pretty hot outside. The inside was crowded. So we're going branded Satellars versus Tearlaments, actually. First time playing against this deck. Honestly, I didn't feel that threatened of it. Here he opens up with Nessie. Roll a dice to see which one I get to pick. I actually like to pick myself, because I feel when I roll a die, it's kind of out of my control versus me actually picking. I feel better about it, but it is what it is. Some duelists are okay with that, some aren't. To be honest, I haven't played against Tearlaments a whole bunch. I know they activate their effects from the graveyard, so I was familiar with that. And I do have Diamond in my deck just in case, they try to creep or go too overpowering. So this duel itself took about 45 minutes. And I heard that Tearlaments usually take a long time to play. However, part of me can't help but think that there might have been a little bit of stalling going on. I feel like my first turn didn't come until about maybe like 15 minutes into his end of his first turn. Some people said I should have called a judge over, but I didn't want to do that. It's like I always like to give benefit of the doubt to people. I always think that they're just being fair. I wouldn't think he was trying to stall on purpose. Maybe he was learning the deck the same way that I was trying to learn the deck, but it feels like, even though this video is sped up already, you guys can tell that he's still taking a really long time to get his plays going. At this point, I just give up and put my cards down, because I don't know what else to do. I'm letting him do his thing. I trust him. Unless it's something completely obnoxious, then I'll call it out. But it's still his turn, you know, like even though the video is sped up, he's still making moves. He's shuffling. He's doing the whole touching the mat 20 times before making a play. You know, thinking to himself a lot. I'm being very patient myself. I'm trying, at least. Sitting on that reinforcements of the army. The thing is, I don't feel threatened by this deck at all. Like, I honestly, I could have taken it out. By the time he finished his first move of his first turn, the judge already was calling out there's 30 minutes left. Mind you, this is only the first turn of a first game, first match, which I found completely ridiculous. I've never been in such a predicament. So here I go. I make my first move, you know. Trying to, I think I'll open up with reinforcements. I think that'd be the smart thing to do. Yeah, trying to bait out any ash blossoms, because he doesn't really know what deck I'm playing yet. So I grab Altair. Then Aluber summons itself, right? Yeah, and he goes ahead and negates my monster's effect. So usually that would stop me. However, luckily I believe, yeah, returns to the deck. I believe I had a branded fusion in hand, which I end up playing. By his responses here, I kind of get confused with what I try to bring out. I think I go for Albion into Libellion. See if he has a response. But notice how I'm like, I'm trying to be courteous and I'm kind of running through my moves. I'm trying to like, make sure that everybody gets a fair first turn and stuff. So I go ahead and my end goal is trying to bring out Mirror Jade, which I think I end up doing. Haven't had much practice with the deck myself, but I feel like this was a good way to, even though it's unfortunate that it wasn't against an opponent that was taking his time. So I banish his monster and then I get rid of his Abyss Dweller. So, and I think that's it. That's how I end my turn. Not much protection in the back row, which is fine. And here I was counting on Aliber or Mirror Jade to hit the grave so I can actually clear the board. But I think he finds a play around it. You see him going through the graveyard many times. I think he's thinking his moves through. I'm not second guessing that part. However, it's good to be courteous of others, knowing that you want to get at least a full match to make it fair. Something has to change. I feel like either you change out how overtime is decided, or you change out the time of the duel. So here he goes. He brings his Blackwing back from the grave. He's ready to go into another play. Not much for me to say at this point, guys. He just keeps going back and forth, back and forth. Tearlaments are, yeah, I get it. They're tier 1 deck, but not that threatening, to be honest. He's deciding what to bring out. Okay, there goes Garura. He returns his fusion to bring out another, mills out, and goes to the grave again. I wasn't really sure that the spirits play and the dragon at the time. I haven't seen that combination before, but it's you learn as you go. So now he has 4 monsters on board. Trying to see what his play is going to be. Brings back the Strudo, gives up half his life points. Again, it's taken a really long time. Okay, so here goes Nightmare Unicorn. So things are happening now. He bounces it back to my deck. Fair play. Tries to see how to get rid of Albion. Overlays. A lot of shuffling back and forth going on with him, you know. He's I feel like he's unsure of his plays, but at the same time, you know, you gotta make a move, my friend. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I believe he detaches here to double the attack and push through. Okay, and then next battle phase would be skipped. Kinda wish I was running Ruining Tip in this deck so he would run out of materials. And there is a pre-planned. First time facing this card, to be honest. I thought I had a play, which if it wasn't for the pre-planned I would. He took my Albion, he thinks that's my only play. But this is where my Satellar Knights would come in. So I draw. I have the Neb in the grave. So there comes Altair, and then he activates the effect and brings out Spell Canceller. Oh man, Spell Canceller! I haven't faced that card in the match. So that turns, I did not. See, I bring out another Altair and I try to exceed him, and then realize I can't do it because they're both level 1s. Which kind of wraps up game 1. I had no plays. So we go to game 2. All I'm thinking about siding out, I believe I put in more fusion in my extra deck for my Ultimate Slayer target, because I know he doesn't have any synchros. So I took out the what is it called, the unicorn or something like that out of the synchro out of my extra deck and put in the Despia monster. Okay, game 2. As you know, my deck is a going second deck. It's a board breaker. So again, I let him go first. Wow, this is where we're like maybe like have 10 minutes left. That first duel took almost all of the match. So, but notice his second turn, he's thinking he can go for game, so it doesn't look like, you know. Notice how fast these turns are compared to his previous one. So the strategy is there for him to stall out. It's so hard not to, maybe I'm just salty. It feels like it. I don't know, what do you guys think? Am I just being salty, or just this feels like he was stalling out? Because this second turn went really fast, the second game. Again, Garura comes out. He overlays into Abyss Dweller again, I believe. Yep, okay. And a Spell Canceller. Okay. So let's see, what plays do I make? I believe I had, yeah, there's a Luber. No play. So Brandon Fusion's full in effect, but first I gotta get rid of the Spell Canceller, which I end up crashing into it, and then going Brandon Fusion. Oh, actually, I went to Lure. I think I had Despia Tragedy in my hand. Yeah. So I added the Libitum. And then, yep, there goes Branded Fusion. Okay. Snow and Snow goes to the grave as one of my targets. You always want to send Snow just to have her in the grave. And then Lubellion. So this is my first turn and I'm already at a full advantage. Notice how fast I'm trying to move. Now I'm trying to make up time for all the time that he kind of took away. I said 2 and I pass. This is why super polymerization is really powerful in this deck. Okay, he brings out his danger, and I think he gets one more monster out. Yeah, Brings out his dragon, I believe. He goes through the deck. There's the dragon. Again, a lot of searching, guys. Not really sure, but I feel pretty good. Okay, there's his prayer plant. Okay, so I see 2 dark monsters on the field. He targets my Mirror Jade. My Mirror Jade will target his monster. Get rid of Abyss Dweller. And he activates his effect, a nice Super Poly. Into my dragon. He gets rid of my Mirror Jade. And here's where his turn ends. He doesn't have much play here. There's only 2 minutes left in the video, guys. You can already assume what happens. And if you assume that the duel ended, I don't think so. Okay? Because this is where my deck starts popping off. He realizes it. He knows he can't stop it. Limit him to my hand. A Luber. And a Branded Fusion. Branded in red this time, actually. Yeah. Add Despia Tragedy back to my hand, and I think I'm going for my Chimera. Yep. At this point he folds, and game 2 is mine. So now the judge comes through and says, okay, first 4 turns and the winner will be decided. However, this is me hearing this for the first time. First person to inflict any sort of damage in those first 4 turns wins. That doesn't matter if I don't get a turn. If he goes, which he goes first because he lost, he goes first and inflicts any type of damage to me, I automatically lose. What do you guys think about this rule? I feel like it's pretty ridiculous since I don't even get a turn to play. So we get our match going. The judges right over us, looking over. And you know, I don't have any Ash Blossoms in the deck. I don't think at this point would matter because of the board that he ends up having. My cards are down. I already know that he has something planned out, and he's gonna end up with a Mud Dragon on the field and Cowboy to go for game. It's pretty ridiculous, guys. I don't agree with this rule. I know a lot of people wouldn't either, but nonetheless, good match for him. He did end up advancing. I'm a little sore for this, but I'll get over it. It's okay. At least I like the way that my deck works, the mechanics of it. But anyway, good match nonetheless. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.